Welcome to Vicky Makes and Builds, and welcome to part 2 of the 4,000 piece Bluebird puzzle that I have been building. Part 1 went up a couple of weeks ago. It's called A Night at the Circus and it is a beautiful puzzle. Here is the image. As you can see, it's very detailed, very busy, very bright and colourful, and it's just been so much fun to build so far. So in the last video I built roughly 50% of the puzzle, and it was very much a top-down kind of process. I did a lot of the sort of specific elements of the puzzle in terms of the sorted piles that I had. So I was able to put together that Ferris wheel, the circus tent, the big circus sign, the giraffes, the fireworks, all of that kind of thing. And I pretty much went through all of the kind of feature specific elements of the image, which has left me really now with a lot of piles of pieces that are mostly just miscellaneous colours. So I've got some greens, I've got some pinks and purples, I've got some blues, I've got some reds, and so on and so forth. So I think it's very much going to be a whole different ball game this half of the build. I'm doing the bottom section of the puzzle. I did manage to get the zebra done last time, which is one of the elements of the bottom bit, but mostly I have all of this foreground area to do in this video. So it's going to be a lot different, I think, to the first one, quite bitty as I put, you know, the different piles of colours together. I think there'll be lots of different bits of the puzzle coming together at once, but I think that's going to be no less satisfying. I think it's going to be great when they get bigger and I'm going to be able to kind of piece them all together and fill out all those gaps, and it's just going to look so stunning when it's done. The image quality on this puzzle is just so gorgeous, and I have been thoroughly enjoying it, so I can't wait to get it finished off for you today. So I am now going to move over to me again, but looking at the puzzle, and let you know what I am going to tackle next. I hope you enjoy. Okay, so these are the pieces that I have left going into this second half of this puzzle. Most of these pieces are actually miscellaneous kind of colour piles. So in here, and they're spread out a lot more because I've obviously managed to get rid of a few piles so I can see a bit more what I'm working with. But we've got yellows here, got these kind of peachy pinky colours here, then the orangey colours there, and then that's the miscellaneous pile in the corner there. These are what's left of my blues. We've got reds in there, pinks and purples there. That's a little pile of popcorn buckets, which I can probably put in pretty quickly. And then this box here really is the only box that is a bit more specific. This is animal pieces. That's kind of miscellaneous animals. This is specifically the bears, the pandas and the polar bears. Now, I could go with the specific piles first rather than going with a more miscellaneous pile, but I really am looking forward to doing the polar bear and the pandas. I kind of want to save them a bit until nearer to the end. So I'm going to leave those just for now, and I'm going to leave the animal pieces just for now, and I'm going to tackle probably a coloured pile of pieces that I haven't really touched yet. So I have delved quite a lot into these blues. The yellows and oranges I've delved into quite a lot. The reds a little as well, but I haven't really touched these pinks and purples. And I think that probably a lot of different little floating sections maybe will come together out of that. And also this will fill in quite a few gaps where there's purple balloons or pink balloons or something like that. So I was thinking that what I might do is start with the pinks and the purples. I'll stick those together, the popcorn box, and I'll just see where that gets me with the puzzle and take it from there. There are a few leftover piles of pieces here. So these are leftover tent pieces. They're leftover green pieces, and over here there's some leftover kind of dark pieces that I think might belong to the elephant. So I'll dip in and out of those as and when I kind of know maybe where a piece is. But I think for now I'm going to just keep chipping away at one of these miscellaneous piles. I'm going to start with the pink and the purple and take it from there. Okay, so I've really been digging into all of those different colour piles, and I'm right down now to just leftovers from each pile. So this piece of paper here has on it leftover blue pieces and the leftover pink and purple pieces. So there's hardly any of those left now. They're the leftover red pieces from where I was doing the circus tent. Over there you've got some leftover greens and the leftover sort of peachy coloured floor pieces. And there's a few leftover dark pieces there that I thought were the elephant. In this box here, we've got some leftover orange pieces, leftover miscellaneous, and a couple of yellows just in that top corner. So I'm really down to the point now where I can't do a great deal else with these. It's slowing right down now. I'm finding ones here and there, but I think I just need to move on to another section. And there are some larger colour piles left, which I'll show you just now. So we've got these are the other red pieces, and the red was the largest colour pile. So there's still a few of those, and I can probably just mix those back in with those as well. And then in this box here, we've got all the animal pieces and dark pieces, and all these pieces here, which is the white bear, the polar bear, and the pandas in this bottom right corner here. And I'm thinking that that pile is what I will tackle next. I was kind of saving them because I really just wanted to save the bears till nearer to the end. And I am getting like really far into this puzzle now. There's not that much left to do. So I think I'm just gonna get on with the bear, which is here. That's his hat there. So he'll stand here, and you can just see a little bit of the back of him here and his feet here. So that'll fill in a good chunk of that middle section, and then this corner will fill out with these pandas. And then once that's done, I really need to kind of dig into these. A lot of these pieces will be the horse, which is just here. Not got much of the horse done yet. So a lot of it will be the horse. There's some more of the sea lion here, a little bit more of the elephant. There's another horse actually here in the doorway of the tent, which has got a little bit of his head there. So it's really going to fill out a lot of, different animals and things. There's another sea lion here. That's what that gap is there. Oh, and there's a lion here as well that's sort of fairly big. It's next to this bear. And after that, it will be moving on to these reds, trying to fill a good few gaps with these, and ultimately then just filling out the rest of the gaps with all these leftovers and finishing the puzzle. So yeah, I think I'd say safe to say we're on the home straight. And these aren't massive piles, even though they're the bigger ones. They're not huge. I don't think it will take long to get these down. So that's my strategy now. Moving on to the polar bear and the panda bears. that's me. I've finished the 4,000 piece Bluebird puzzle and I so enjoyed that. That was one of the most fun experiences I've had building a puzzle. The image was just perfect for puzzling. The image quality was great. Bluebird is a great brand. I highly recommend it. First one I've done, but I will definitely be doing another Bluebird. I think that it was really, really lovely quality. All the pieces were great. No damaged pieces, no false fits. There was good variety in the piece shapes and the shapes of the prongs and things like that. And you know, the matte finish, the way they held together, it was all just such a great experience building this puzzle. And I have to say, Aimee Stewart's artwork really does fit for puzzles. This image in particular, it's a really busy image, but because it's a large puzzle, the different elements are quite big, but they're not so big that you've got huge, you know, sorted piles that you have to kind of wade through. I just felt like I went at a steady pace all the way through. There was nothing that slowed me down, really. There was nothing that was kind of awkward. It just was such a lovely image to build and just perfect for puzzling on a large piece count puzzle in particular, I think. I know that you can actually get this image in a 5,000 piece version. I think it's Jumbo that makes that, but they do the same image is used on that, and I think that would be great as well. I just think it really suits a large piece count. I just loved it. I absolutely loved it. Another thing I like about the Bluebird brand is that they separate their larger piece count puzzles into sections. So it's not, you know, not like with Clementoni or Educa, where the smallest bag you'll get is like 6,000 pieces. A 6,000 piece puzzle will come in one bag. This puzzle is 4,000 pieces and it came in two 2,000 piece bags. I think I may have heard from somebody on Facebook who said that there was a 3,000 piece puzzle that they did of theirs that came in 1,500 piece bags. Pretty sure that that's the case as well. So I actually really like that, because if you are a puzzler that likes to mix the bags or do it as a whole, you can just mix them and that's fine, but it also gives you that option to tackle it as a smaller puzzle, which is great. You know, if you've maybe not done a large piece count puzzle before, or you're not as used to them, or you're limited for space, I think that's just really great for people who want to kind of just dip their toe into the water with large piece count puzzles. So I really do like that about Bluebird as well. I think that's a great option for people. Now, usual questions, I guess, that I like to answer in these large puzzle videos is, how big is the final puzzle? Well, the final puzzle comes out at 136 centimeters wide by 96 centimeters tall. So it's a big puzzle. And the time it took me to build this puzzle, now I'm working off the time-lapse footage and it is an estimate based on that, but this puzzle took me roughly 34 hours to build. I don't know if that's fast or slow, but for me it felt like the puzzle came together quickly, but I think that's just because of the nature of the image, the fact that I did a good decent sort on it and I had lots and lots of piles I could work with that weren't too big, and it just came together. It just sort of just came together smoothly. I mean, it was challenging. I enjoyed it. It wasn't too easy, but this one did. It really seemed to come together really nicely and smoothly. So I feel like it went together pretty quickly. So roughly 34 hours on that one. And the last thing I wanted to say about this puzzle, and it's harking back to how well the pieces held together. I was so confident in how this puzzle would hold together that I decided to do a puzzle pickup on it. Now, I've never picked up a 4,000 piece puzzle before. I only very recently picked up a 5,000 piece puzzle. I picked up Artistic Mickey. I did that alongside Judy, who just recently finished the puzzle, and we put together a wee short for reaching 5,000 subscribers, which we both managed to do roughly at the same time. So you can go and have a look at that. I'll put a link in the description. It was really good fun doing that with her, but we both picked up the 5,000 piece Artistic Mickey puzzle. It held together like a charm. It was absolutely brilliant. Didn't mean I wasn't nervous, but it was brilliant. But it sort of gave me the confidence to pick this one up. So here is the puzzle pickup on Night at the Circus. solid as a rock. It picked up beautifully and the landing went beautifully. None of it crumbled or anything. It was absolutely brilliant. So I hope you enjoyed that wee puzzle pick up there. And yeah, it just goes to show this puzzle really did. It held together well. I was able to move sections around. It just added to the fun of the build. It's nice when you can do that with sections of a large puzzle. So yeah, that was something I particularly wanted to kind of point out. And that really is all I had to say about it. I would like to thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed my build of this puzzle. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like. And if you've not subscribed to my channel yet, please do subscribe to the channel for more amazing content. I have got so much more to come. Lots more speed puzzling to come for Practice for the Worlds, which is only next month. I cannot believe how fast that's come around. My next large piece count puzzle is going to be on this board very soon. In fact, I'm not even going to move the board off the table because I have plans for the next one that's going to go on it, and it won't be very long. So that's an exciting thing to come. I've got a 5,000 piece puzzle to do because I not that long ago reached 5,000 subscribers, and I'm fast approaching 6,000 subscribers, which I'm so excited about. And I want to do the 6,000 piece playing cards Piatnik puzzle for that. So there is just so much that's coming. So please, if you haven't subscribed yet, do consider subscribing so you don't miss out on all of that. And lastly, if anyone is interested in extra content, wee extra tidbits that I film and early sneak peeks at new puzzles and progress reports and things like that. If you're interested in any kind of behind the scene footage like that, I have got extra content available now through channel memberships and also through Patreon. I put all the same content on both services, so it's entirely up to you which one you would choose if you decided to opt for that. No obligation. The channel will continue as normal and there'll be loads of great content going up on the normal channel, but that is an option for you if you would like to join one of my memberships. Your support really would help both myself and the channel. And I just want to say a very, very big thank you to the people that have joined either a membership or become a patron already. I really do appreciate your support. So thank you so much for that. And yeah, leave any comments. Let me know what you thought of the puzzle. If you want to get it yourself, if you're working on it, maybe you've got the 5,000 piece version of it and you want to tell me about that, what the quality's like. I've done lots of jumbo puzzles, but I've never actually done a large piece count jumbo. So it'd be really interesting to hear just anything you would like to comment. Do leave a comment. I do love replying to everybody and reading everybody's thoughts. So thank you so much again. Happy puzzling, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!